Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. It is 20 after 3 in the afternoon here in Canada, and I actually I had a no-show today, so I thought, what a perfect time. It's like fate stepped in and said, it's because you need to talk to your people. Anyway, I am coming to you live today from the beautiful Georgian Bay area in Canada, which is right on the Great Lakes, if you're not familiar with where I am. And my name is Danielle. Hopefully everybody knows that now. And I help introverted female wellness coaches to overcome sales anxiety so they can create consistent monthly income. And we do that by helping you learn my empathic relationship-based sales techniques that actually help you feel comfortable, authentic, and relaxed when you're in those conversations. And today, what I really wanted to talk to you about was when and why you might want to start automating that process instead of continuing to kind of keep that nice and close and continue to take that on for yourself. And the reason for this is because I was watching another video earlier today, a live video by one of my connections, who's also an introvert, ironically, only she is a marketing specialist. And she was talking with one of her clients who's receiving a lot of advice from their coach about going and automating everything ASAP, because this coach has suggested that that's the way to really grow and scale a business. And I will agree with that to a degree, but there is a point when that becomes what you should do, and there's a point when you shouldn't. And I want to take a moment for just 1 second. I want to deal with a little bit about the kind of people that we are as introverts. I don't know about you, but as an introvert, I find large crowds really overwhelming. I can't handle that. The energy is too much. Hi, Brew. How are you? Nice to see you here. I find those kinds of big crowds really overwhelming. I feel like I can't function very, very well. And so I kind of think of automation as the same idea, because really what you're doing is you're creating a funnel that automatically takes people from step A to step B to step C to step D, instead of you doing that, instead of you having the one-on-one connection with somebody, spending the time to do that. And here's the thing though, in my process, I work with people one-on-one. And the reason I do that is because I don't think that a one-size-fits-all formula works. I think that tailored solutions are absolutely the more effective way to deliver training, because it considers where you are today and where you need to go, and doesn't say, well, everybody that starts with me is starting at this same level. And also it ensures that you get the individualized attention that you need. I do have a coach. I'm part of a mastermind, and I am doing that because for me, marketing is not a superior strength. Weird considering I have a degree in that, but that is offline marketing. We didn't cover online marketing at that point because it really wasn't that much of a thing. So I have a coach. I had to invest in myself and in my business in order to be able to learn that. Now, that being said, I did come into that environment, that whole learning more about marketing, with a little bit more of a head start. And so because of that, I felt like being in a group situation. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Jody. I felt like being in a group situation in that case was going to be highly beneficial for me, because having a little bit of a foundation, I was able to also take advantage of the experience, insights, and opportunities that my classmates are getting to actually evolve my learning beyond where I was in that moment. So it is kind of nice from that perspective. I love the women that I'm learning with. But until you get to a group coaching scenario, you definitely have a more intimate process with your clients. So let me ask you, why would you then turn around and have a completely removed process in the sales funneling process of your business? And this is why I'm saying that automating is absolutely something to do at one point, but not too soon. What's really important is you need to be able to develop the ability to have one-on-one communication with your clients about the things that really matter to them, because that's how you are going to be most effective as a coach. And I think you already know that, right? So I just had to look down for a second, make sure I wasn't missing any comments. I am still learning all of this around how to do a live really well. And if anybody needs any coaching on how to be confident on camera, my friend Millie is really good at that. She's running a challenge in her group right now. It's a lot of fun. Have a great day, Prue. We'll see you a little bit later. So what I want to suggest today is, instead of looking at all of the ways that you can fast forward your business, how you can ramp it up and push it out, it's really important that you get your fundamentals down. And the reason I say that is because as things start to move in scaling your business, you need to understand what's happening so that you can control the variables. And having built and run 5 multi-million-dollar businesses, I hope you'll agree that I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about from that perspective. If you put the cart before the horse, you won't understand why the apples spill out. Does that make sense? So it's really important that you get all of your base skills. Hi, Natasha. So nice to see you. Oh, Natasha is joining us, I think, from the UK. I may have forgotten. Anyway, so getting your fundamentals down first is really essential, because then as things start to evolve, imagine something goes wrong in business and you have so much happening in automation that you don't have your finger on the pulse of everything. How will you figure out where the root cause is so that you can solve that? One of the things that I did really early on in starting this business as a coach, because this is in a completely new space for me, working in London. There you go. Hello. Working online is a really new space for me. I've been in business for a long time and always done it in an offline world where you literally are meeting people face to face. And because I am empathic, and because I am also very intuitive, I use a lot of touch in my work. So for me, that one-on-one was really important. From that perspective, for me, in terms of building connections and relationships, often it was being done wordlessly. Here in this environment, though, we have to do things a little bit different. We have to be definitely more overt about who we are, which can be really uncomfortable. If you follow me on my personal page at all, you'll see that I did a post about me, and that was a really uncomfortable place to be. I can talk about business all day long, but I don't talk about me very often. But getting your fundamentals down really helps you to be laser focused and pinpoint in where the challenge is actually happening in your business, so that then you can take steps to solve it. I was saying that when I first started in the business and everything was so new to me being online, I have to admit, I spun my wheels a lot, trying to be all things to all people. And I considered doing automation until I sat back and realized, wait a minute, if I do automation, that means that I'm not building my relationship with the people that I want to build it with. I'm not giving them a chance to see who I really am so that they can understand, am I the kind of person they want to work with? And I don't get to see the kind of person that they are to see, is that somebody that I really want to work with? So I would like to suggest that until you get to being consistent in your income, until you get to being, say, $10,000, $20,000 a month consistently in your coaching business, it is probably wisest to work on your fundamentals before you start investing in doing automation. I hope that makes sense. Like I said, this was a little bit impromptu, and it was really sparked just by something that I was exposed to earlier today. Again, I'm Danielle, and I help introverted female wellness coaches to overcome their sales anxiety. Of course, all coaches, I can help all coaches. The reason that I chose wellness coaches is because it's an area of the world, I guess, that's really important to me. I have struggled with body image my entire life, had eating disorders, have seen a number of different wellness specialists, and I include people who work in health, people who work in nutrition, people who work in medical environments that are not specifically medicine. I also like to work with people who work on mindset and those areas of life. I see all of that as being about wellness. So those are the kinds of coaches that I help specifically, where you have a service that you're offering where the results may not be quite as tangible. Or how about these ones? The ones where you've got what they need, but they aren't sure that they want it. Think hearing aids, right? That was what I just came out of 7 years of doing, was selling hearing aids and running that business. So those are the kinds of people that I help. And I actually help you to get over sales anxiety, because if you don't know this, I'm not a natural born salesperson. This is a skill that I've developed over the course of many years of intentional learning. When I realized that it was really important to me that I be successful. I came from a very poor home where we struggled to put food on the table. And so having wealth and having success in my life was really important to me. And I recognized early on, having been raised by a man who was a buyer and a mom who was a salesperson in a very male-dominated world, that success really comes from selling. And so I knew I had to do that, because really, aren't we all selling something? But anyway, I'm going off track here. Sorry, that happens a lot. I'm going off track. And for some reason today, I'm feeling really nervous. I'm not really sure why that is, but I am. So let's go back to, if you are a wellness coach, a female introverted wellness coach, and you need some help to get over your sales anxiety, I may be the right one for you. I may be able to help you do that. I've been teaching people how to sell using deeply meaningful relationships and using that real deep connection that you develop with people one-on-one. And I think that's super important when we're talking about wellness. We are asking people to be really vulnerable with us and share what is really going on with them in order for us to be able to provide the kind of transformation that we want them to be able to experience. And so all I'm saying is, don't let a robot do that for you. Don't let a robot do that for you. Be you. Let you do that. You are the magic in your business. You are the product that you are selling. And so I feel like it's really important that you be the one selling it, that you be the one representing your product, your brand, yourself, and don't automate. Don't automate just yet. All right. I've taken up too much of your time, guys. I will see you again in a couple of days. I apologize for yesterday's Qigong live. Martin did get a client at the last minute. He's just going in with a client now. So we're going to do it today after he's done with his client. And I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks so much and have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. We'll see you this evening. Bye now.